Everybody's getting together.
We are the voice for her and for all the farm workers that are still working out there.
They're out there in the hot sun, they're out there in the cold of the winter, doing the planting and the pruning and, preparing the land.
It's gonna come.
Nestled in the southern Central Valley,
I probably don't come here as much as I should.
is a place where Andre Chavez finds his refuge.
It is my deepest belief that only by giving our lives do we find life.
It's a place that now serves as a symbol of movement his grandfather started more than 6 decades ago.
There's a certain kind of peacefulness and serenity about the whole property.
That peacefulness, far different from the uproar which started on these grounds. Cesar Chavez believed farm workers deserved better.
We are in fact workers, and that we want and demand protection under some of the federal laws that now protect industrial workers.
He created the United Farm Workers Association, and with the help of activists like Dolores Huerta, their mission was to harvest better pay and working conditions in the field.
And farm workers consider themselves to be professionals. And when you think that they do the most basic work of all, of putting the food on our table, that if anything, farm workers should be paid more than anyone else.
When we know exactly what the problems are.
Yeah, my Tata Cesar started fighting for farm workers' rights because he had experienced firsthand what it was like to be a migrant farm worker.
What is fair? Are we equal with the growers?
With Chavez at the helm and Huerta by his side, they orchestrated marches.
There must be another way to help alleviate the suffering of the farm workers throughout the country.
Boycotts. In rallies on the steps of the Capitol.
But it's just a very simple way of life.
He knew that farm workers provided the greatest abundance of food that this world has ever known. And the least that they could be afforded was just some dignity and respect. And
all that these bills do is to say that people who work on farms should have the same human rights as people who work in construction crews or in factories.
Well, Cesar was a genius. You know, he didn't have a high school education or college education, but he was very, very smart. And he was always reading, self-educating himself. But the other thing that Cesar had was so great, he always wanted to surround himself with people that he thought were smarter than him.
There have been improvements.
I'm going to ask the governor not only to sign the bill,
But even at 92, Huerta continues to work for more.
They don't get any more legislation unless they recognize the farm workers union, okay?
Why have you spent so much time helping people out?
Well, because we know that the job isn't finished yet.
this grass here is where my Nana Helen is buried at and my Tata Cesar's buried at.
Chavez's final resting place is now a memorial, a place where those can come and pay tribute. For Andre Chavez, it's a reminder there's still so much to fight for.
There's obviously the fight for better working conditions in the fields. In California, we enjoy some of the most progressive labor laws for farm workers, but if you go to the rest of the country, they're still way behind.
For photojournalist Miguel Solario, Jason Marks.
This is only, again, the first step of this victory.
KCRA 3 News.